Hi everyone, we are discussing about immunology, the ability of resistance power, resist our body to prevent, to stop what microorganisms, entry of microorganism into the body, that is we can call immunology or immunity. That is the ability of resistance to our body, that is we can call immunology. Okay, already last class we learned about what inactive immunology. Innate means what? That is inborn immunology, nothing but we can call inborn immunology, inheritance immunology. Okay, that means what? Through with genes, it will be the immunity, whatever immunity already before birth only. That means what? When the fetus is developing, that is our development immunity is develops. That is what innate, that is we can call. Hi everyone, now we are going to discuss about immunology. Already we learned about innate immunology, whatever inborn immunology or inheritance immunology already we learned. For birth only, that is immunology. That is especially for non-specific immunology. It is not identify which type of microorganism enter into the body, but non-specific, it is showing the response within short time, highly it is showing the response very speed, but it is not identify non-specific immunology, inborn immunology or inheritance immunology. Already we learned innate immunology. Now we are going to discuss about acquired immunity, adaptive immunology. Before going to discuss about adaptive immunology, I will give one example for you. Recently we are discussing about COVID here, and even doctors also prescribed, even TV advertisement, everything they show that what they are showing. Okay, try to improve your immunology. To improve our immunology, we are taking various types of multivitamin tablets and also different types of vegetables and fruits. Okay, dry foods, whatever is there, we are taking. Why we are taking? We require what we require to develop. What we have to do to develop our immunity? How we develop? After birth. That means after birth we are taking various types of medicines, various types of fruits, various types of what material we are taking to increase our immunity power. That means that is acquired, adaptive, highly adaptive. We adapt that immunity in our lifetime. That is we can call simple acquired immunity. Very simple. Everyone is using multivitamin with different types of medicine to increase their immunity. That means they increase their immunity in their lifetime. Innate means what? Already in their body having that immunity, but in their lifetime, in after birth, we are improving, we are increasing, we are developing what? Immunity power. That is we can call acquired immunity. Acquired immunity. This acquired immunity have some specific characters. In our lifetime it will be develops. It develops by vaccination, by injections, and different types of what medicines, multivitamins, whatever is it. We develop this type of what we call immunity in our lifetime. That is we can call adaptive. We adopt adaptive, highly adaptive immunity. This is specific immunity. What is the meaning of specific immunity? That means it develops in our lifetime. It's identified, recognized whatever pathogen enter into the body. Acquired immunity we are developed by vaccination. For example, polio vaccine. Everyone taking polio vaccine at our childish stage. The polio vaccine, why we are taking this vaccine means what? When the polio virus is enter into the body, automatically our body produces antibodies. Which type of antibody? To kill whatever antigen entered into the body, polio polio pathogens. It kills polio pathogen. That means it is particularly specific. Specific means what? Particularly it identify, recognize particular pathogen. That is we can call specific, highly specific immunity, which is acquired immunity. Highly adaptive, it develops over lifetime, and highly specific. It recognizes, it identifies which particle, which organism, which foreign material enter into the body. It is distinctive. It is distinctive between which is our body cell, which is foreign material, which is outer cell, outer material. Easily identify this type of what, especially for acquired immunity. How acquired immunity will be developed? One, by vaccination, one reason. And when the fetus is developing, especially for through with placenta and colostrum. Colostrum means what? My mother feeding, especially mother through with mother milk, we are develops our immunity. That is we can call especially for acquired immunity. Acquired immunity. Okay. Now, are you understand what is the meaning of acquired immunity? Acquired immunity is the specific and adaptive immunity. And innate immunity is what? Especially non-specific and non-adaptive. This one, acquired immunity, is a specific and adaptive, highly adaptive immunity. That is the first point of what? Acquired immunity. And it forms third line of defense. Which forms? That means when the pathogen is enter into the body, automatically it activates lymphocytes. Maybe whatever immunity is there, that is what, especially for acquired immunity, useful to activate lymphocyte to produce what? Antibodies. So that it is called, it forms third line of defense. And it is found only in vertebrates only. That means what? Immunity, acquired immunity, innate immunity, it found in all organisms, but only acquired immunity we acquire in our lifetime, so that it will be visible only in vertebrates, okay, which are having what? Spinal cord, vertebrates only. Acquired immunity has four special characteristics, special features. What are they? Pathogen specificity. Pathogen specificity means what? It recognizes the pathogen whatever enter into the body. It recognizes the pathogen. And diversity means what? It observes what type of microorganism enter into the body. This acquired immunity, for example, we are taking various types of vaccines. One vaccine is polio vaccine is not useful for another disease. It is only useful for only polio. Okay, so that it is diversity means what? It is identify. Recognize the difference between various types of pathogens, whatever entry into the body. Okay, and also it recognize between self and non-self cells. That is, these are the characteristics of what? Acquired immunity. It recognize between self, body. Self means what? Whatever body cells and whatever other foreign material enter into the body. It recognize means this acquired immunity recognize. Immunology and memory. That means memory means what? This acquired immunity, if we suffered with smallpox, for example, in second time it recognize. Second time also that type of pathogen enter into the body, it recognize that organism and it produce what? Antibodies. But one more thing important, this acquired immunity, it works very slowly. That means it takes some time to activate antibodies. But innate immunity, when the pathogen when the foreign material enter into the body, it is activated. It's showing the response. Okay, active response is showing very fast. But here, acquired immunity, it takes some time to showing what response, what type of pathogen you need to recognize. It takes some time. That is, we can call, especially for it takes some time, and also painless. This immunity, if acquired immunity, when the body produce what acquired immunity, it is painless. Okay, and also what memory means, what it is if we infected second time also that type of disease, it is release antibodies within short time only. That means it memory, it remember what type of microorganism that is. So that these are the characteristics of what acquired immunity. Simple, acquired means what? In our lifetime, after birth. After birth, in our lifetime, we are increasing. We means what? Not only we, vertebrates, increasing their immunity by taking some type of vaccines, injections, and multivitamins, whatever is there, by others also. Okay, that is we can call acquired immunity. Now we are going to discuss about the types of acquired immunity: passive immunity, active immunity. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the difference between passive immunity and acquired immunity. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the types of acquired immunity. Acquired immunity, already I am told what is acquired immunity. Acquired immunity means what we develop in our lifetime, whatever immunity, by vaccination, by taking immunity or antibodies from others. Okay, that is we can call acquired immunity. So many ways is there to acquire, to improve our immunity. Acquired immunity, or we can call highly adaptive immunity also, we can call highly specific immunity. It identify, recognize the pathogen whatever enter into the body. Generally, acquired immunity is two types. One is active immunity, second one is passive immunity. What is the difference between active immunity and passive immunity? Active immunity, this type of immunity develops, for example, okay, active immunity, two types of active immunity is there. One is natural acquired active immunity, artificial acquired active immunity. Natural acquired active immunity, what is natural acquired immunity? Natural acquired active immunity, what is that one? For example only, we have to discuss about that one. In my childish stage, I am suffered with what? Smallpox. That means that virus, smallpox is cause of virus. The virus affects my body in my childish stage. That virus affects my body, but in my lifetime, second time, I am not infected with same type of disease. That means smallpox. Why I am not infected? That means my body slowly develops in my lifetime. Okay, even body also, it's don't know, it's not recognized what type of microorganisms enter into the body. After, when it is enter into the body, my T lymphocyte, whatever is there, immunology, it develops and increase the resistance power, and finally what will be happen when the second time same type of microorganism enter into the body, it is easily recognize that microorganisms and kills that microorganism, it destroys that microorganism. That means it develops in my lifetime. Okay, try to understand. First, what is natural acquired active immunity? Naturally my body develops in my lifetime. Smallpox, actually, example only, smallpox. First I am infected with smallpox. Slowly my body, it takes maybe 1 week or 10 days. In this 10 days or 1 week, it slowly develops what? Resistance power or immunity to resist what? That type of smallpox virus. To destroy it, it takes some time. And second time, same time of virus enter into the body, it is easily recognized, specific. So that I am called specific. So easily recognize that organ, that pathogen, and it destroy that pathogen. That means my body develops. That is, we can call natural acquired active immunity. Somebody having doubt? This is not innate. Why? Because it develops in my lifetime. So that by birth innate, but it is not birth. After birth, in my childish stage, slowly I am infected with smallpox. Later, my body develops that type of what? Antibodies. So that is we can call natural acquired active immunity. That naturally my body develops that type of antibodies. Okay, that is we can call natural acquired active immunity. Okay, it results from any bacterial diseases and viral infections. Any bacterial diseases and viral diseases, it gives the results. Which one? This type of immunity, natural acquired active immunity. This is the first response to antigen of pathogen which has never entered the body earlier. That's why I am told. This is the first response to antigen of pathogen. Who gives? The body giving response, which has never entered into the body earlier. Smallpox entered, but body also don't know the type of viruses enter into the body. So that after enter into the body, after whatever pathogen enter into the body, antigen enter into the body develops antibodies. That is natural acquired active immunity. Naturally body develops after birth in their lifetime. That is we can call natural acquired active immunity. Okay, same pathogen occurs in second time, the disease not affects the body. Second one, artificial acquired immunity. Artificial acquired immunity, nothing but we can call vaccination. By taking vaccines or improving what? Immunization. Second one is what? What is active immunity? One is naturally body in our lifetime, the body improving, developing antibodies. And second one is artificial acquired, means what? By taking vaccines. What is meaning by vaccine? Who discovered the vaccine? Edward Jenner. The first time Edward Jenner discovered the vaccine. Okay, Voca, that is a Latin word. Okay, it is coming from Voca, means cow. Voca means cow. Okay, it is taken from the Latin word vaccine with Voca. Voca means, that is a Latin word that is taken from Latin, we will call that is vaccine. First time he given, okay, he discovered, he develops. Who is that one? He develops, Edward Jenner develops what? Vaccine. He was first introduced vaccine into cow, so that it is called cow, so that the name given Voca vaccine. Okay. Anyway, the vaccine is a liquid in form. We are taking by injecting, or orally or injecting. We are taking out vaccines. Vaccines are developed from microorganisms, other organisms developed from other organisms in liquid in form. We are injecting, we are taking that vaccines in our lifetime. Second one is artificial. Artificially we are taking artificial acquired active immunity. Polio vaccine, BCG vaccine, smallpox vaccine, so many vaccines. Even COVID also try to discover, the scientists are trying to discover the vaccine. They are trying. Okay, vaccine develops immunity antibodies in our lifetime. It develops, we acquire, we are taking what? Artificial liquids, artificial vaccines into the body by oral or through with injections. Artificial vaccination Vaccination or immunization, it is a liquid preparation. For example, vaccines, for example, I took polio vaccine. Polio vaccine only useful for particular specific disease only. It is not useful for all diseases. It is not useful for all type of germs, all type of microorganisms. It is only useful for particular that type of disease only. For example, polio, when I took polio vaccine in my childish stage. In my lifetime, if polio virus is suddenly enter into my body, but automatically my body produce what? Antibodies. Which type of antibodies? Which is useful to kill polio virus. Try to understand. Okay, that is, we can develop artificially acquired active immunity by vaccination. Okay, next one, after that one, passive immunity. Acquired immunity, one more immunity is there, passive immunity. Passive immunity, we are developing immunity in other organisms that is transferred to who are require that type of immunity. For example, first of all, passive immunity means what? What is passive immunity? That immunity develops in other organism, transfer into another organisms. That is, we can call passive immunity. For example, horse. Even horse, in horse, antivenom develops from what? Antivenom means what? Snake's bite. It is useful for snake bite. Slowly they are injecting, the scientists or doctors are injecting venom to the horses. Automatically horse body increase the immunity power of that venom, that they produce what? Antibodies. They collect that antibodies and transfer into who are suffered with what? Snake bite. That means antibodies are transferred to person to another person. Okay, one more important thing we have to discuss about that one. Okay, here passive immunity, two types of immunity. Later we'll discuss the detail with examples. Passive immunity, two types of immunity. That means antibodies are developing in one organism, transferred to another organism who are having less antibodies. One example, I will give one example for you, easy to understand. Recently everybody discussing about COVID. In India, approximately 70 lakhs of people are infected with what? COVID. But all are not died. In their body, what? Antibodies are produced. That antibodies are useful to resistance, increase the resistance power, to destroy that pathogens, whatever COVID pathogens. That means their body already developed, who are infected, who are cured with what? COVID. In their body, what? Antibodies are developed. That antibodies transfer to another infected person. That is nothing but passive immunity. Here antibodies are developing in one organism, transfer into another organism. That is, we can call passive immunity. It's very easy. Okay, passive immunity, two types. One is natural acquired passive immunity, artificial acquired passive immunity. Natural acquired passive immunity, naturally transfer of antibodies from mother to baby. How? Naturally transfer the antibodies mother to baby. The mother feeding is very important. It has a lot of immunity, lot of the baby who are drunk. In natural acquired passive immunity, for example, through with mother feed, who drank mother milk, themselves having lot of immunity power compared with what? Bottle feeding. Why? Because through with, okay, especially in mother feeding, mother milk, colostrum, in the first milk, whatever, colostrum, in that what? Lot of antibodies is there. These antibodies are transferred from mother to baby through with milk, colostrum. That means that is natural acquired passive immunity. After that one, through with placenta. The placenta transfer the immunity from baby to from mother to baby. That is transfer the immunity, everything, all whatever required to the baby. Okay, so that even it is transferred immunity through with placenta from mother to baby also. Okay, and that is natural acquired passive immunity. After that one, artificial acquired passive immunity. Artificially, how it develops immunity power. Artificially means what? For example, I am recently given one example given. Horse, in horse, that scientists or doctors are develops what, especially for antivenom and diphtheria and tetanus, whatever antigens, antibodies are developed in horse, that is transferred to who are infected persons. That is acquired. Artificial acquired passive immunity. Okay, develops what, antibodies in one organism transferred to another organism. That is we can call artificial acquired passive immunity. Even scientists are researching about what, even COVID also, who are infected persons themselves having lot of antibodies, that antibodies transferred to infected persons. That is artificial acquired passive immunity. Anyway, that means acquired immunity is two types: active immunity and passive immunity.